Okay, start.
So, does somebody know what a vegan is? Have any idea? Let's go. So, in the history, the first time that comes a description of a vegan was with a famous philosopher and mathematician. This was actually Pythagoras. He at ancient Greek, and he had these habits because he believed in transmigration of souls. Transmigration of souls is a kind of cult or conception that a human can't eat an animal because in another incarnation he can become an animal. Yeah, he can incarnate as a chicken or anything else. So,
veganism is a philosophy and practice of life, and convention this path has been followed by some people at all times in human history. Through this, only recently the world has used to distinct vegan, vegetarians, and vegan movement eventually become a society.
So what she said that vegans is much more than just eating habits, like veganism is the practice of staying from
God.
ideology. So vegans reject the use of animal products for any purpose. An animal product is any material derived from animals, including meat, poultry, seafood, eggs, dairy products, honey, fur, leather, wool, and silk. Vegans will not use products for clothing, toiletries, or any other reason, and will avoid ingredients that have been used tested on animals. So it's they avoid even medications. Only if they have a serial injury, they use medications. What cost?
Next.
So, next. Dietary vegans eat an entirely plant-based diet, either for health reasons or out of concern for animal welfare. And yeah, I've forgotten that the first time was created.
Can I help you?
Can I hand the
Sure.
the lecture? Yeah, I've forgotten the name. The story of veganism started with the Leicester Vegetarian Society. It was a society based on mainly based on eating habits. They didn't eat any sort of animal meat. And these guys, Leslie Cross and Donald Watson, they hadn't agreed about eating dairy products. So they decided to found a new society. It was named British Vegan Society, and it was basically about eating habits. They didn't eat any sort of products that came from animals. But in 1951, they decided to broaden this doctrine that man shouldn't live without exploiting animals. They shouldn't use clothing that came from animals and any sort of things.
Okay.
Yes. So now I'm going to tell you about why to become a vegan. So we have most of people doesn't know that about the ideology of being vegan, but they only do that for health benefits. If you eat this sort of food, you can lose weight, and it's very healthy. I researched at a portal of vegans, and they said the eating this sort of food would prevent about heart attacks and other sorts of disease. So another thing that people became vegans is the treatment of animals. Here is a picture of a slaughterhouse. The chickens, the guys cut their necks, and a lot of blood. You can see a lot of blood as the floor and nas paredes.
Walls.
Walls. So that's the treatment of animals that people don't agree. And the environment issues. To rear cattle, we have to deforest a lot of plantation, a lot of forest, and the wild animals also die because of the deforestation. So, and another reason is the religion, not actually the religion.
Go, look,
That's
and
not
explain to the camera.
Okay, that's not a religion, but a doctrine. The Buddhism and Hinduism follows that we don't have to eat animals, because it's the same explanation of that I said before. It's the people have to avoid